This is the Polaris Strive. It's the first, well, it's part of a series of the first electric bikes that Polaris has ever done, and it uses the same hub motor and battery and control system that the other two, the Vector and the Meridian, use. But it offers this nice sort of step-through design, and it places the battery on this rear rack here, whereas the other one has it in the down tube. So I'm going to go through the specs real quick on this. It's a 250 watt motor, which is actually kind of small in the world of electric bikes, but it does offer regenerative braking, which is really cool. That's kind of a rarity these days, probably getting more and more popular on other electric bikes, but it's nice. It extends your range. It just doesn't offer a whole lot of power, and it's a little bit noisy. It kind of like creates this kind of chicken sound or something, I guess. And you've got the controller and electronics down here, but that's an interesting place to put them because they're actually lower than the bottom bracket here, or bottom than even the chain ring, and so that can be kind of a vulnerable place, you know, down here with the rocks and stuff. But it works well enough. The battery up here is 36 volt, 10 amp hour, and it's just this plastic shell thing, which can be a little bit rattly and kind of cheapy, you know, when you're riding over bumps. But it works. The downside of putting both the motor and the battery on the back is that this bike is kind of rear heavy. It's not as evenly distributed. This is the controller, and it works really well. It's just on, switch, and then you cycle through the power assist levels. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It just goes through like that. So you kind of can't mess this up. It's pretty straightforward. It doesn't have fenders or anything, but this battery pack on the rear is going to kind of keep you dry. And it does come with like nice reflectors and stuff. And this nice chain guide. I like that because it keeps the chain from falling off. You've got several gears in the back here. Yeah, nice aluminum down tube, and all the wires and stuff are integrated. So it's a fairly appealing looking bike, but there aren't any water bottle braze-ons here, which is kind of a bummer. It's easy to get thirsty when you're riding a bike. It does have that nice shock in the front, which I like, because, you know, it smooths out the ride a little bit. And these tires are sort of hybrid, where it's like street in the middle and mountain bike on the side. It's like a mullet, you know. Business on the front, party in the back. It's similar, I guess. So the cool thing about this, though, is that it has both throttle mode and pedal assist. Okay, so if you're pedaling this bike, you know, we're in 3 right now. As soon as I start pedaling, it's going to unlock the throttle, and then I can start throttling the bike. That's like a safety feature. It won't go until you're moving, pedaling. Or if I want, I can just keep pedaling and it'll kick in. So I'm going to do that. Just give you a quick demo. Listen for the motor. There you go. So I don't know if you heard that, but it kind of whines when you're throttling it, when I was pedaling, and it whined when I used the brake for regenerative braking. So, you know, it's just a little bit of noise, but considering that noise, you know, it's not offering a whole lot of power. And that was a third mode. That's like the most powerful that it can offer. So I don't know. It's kind of a mixed offering from Polaris. It's a company that you may recognize from like snowmobiles and other stuff. So, you know, they're going to be around, and I think this is just their first swing. And the bike works well enough. So for the full written review, pictures, and comments and stuff, check out ElectricBikeReview.com, and I'll see you there.